Hello there, Bridget.
Hello.
Oh, so happy to see you as ever.
Same here.
We've been on quite a journey, haven't we? Still are.
Still.
Still are. So we met last year. We joined the entrepreneurs in a group hosted by Dean Graciosi and the wonderful Tony Robbins. Just wanted to ask you a few questions about how you've been since you tried some of my relaxation sessions.
Yeah, well, I remember at the time we met, we were connected because we were both like-minded people wanting to be entrepreneurs to help other people and coming from the heart, not so much the money. We're not salespeople, never have been, never will be, but we know that gifts that we have that we can offer others is well worth our time and any dollar amount that people pay. But I remember how I was kind of struggling because of the stress. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but the online thing was it. So we were figuring things out. And I think we had a conversation and you said, oh, well, I just did I'm a hypnotherapist. I did a relaxation audio. Why don't I send it to you and you can see if that helps? And at the time, I wasn't really sleeping that well, getting up at 2:00 every day, had a little bit of insomnia due to stress. And I think the world was just in a very odd time with COVID happening. Just a different viewpoints, standpoints on things. Being a scientist myself, I saw things very much differently from the science aspect and saw a lot of untruths and things that were making me uncomfortable being a scientist. And so there was a lot going on in my head at night, not just with the business, but with everything. We also got a new puppy at the time. So we were going to kennel train her. And I remember to this date that I had that audio and I thought, you know what, Sean, my husband, I said, let's use this audio at night because, the dog whining or, who knows how she was going to kennel train. We didn't know. And put the audio on every night before we went to bed, put her in the kennel. And from day one, slept through the night. And Sean and I, were pretty amazed. We didn't want to say, well, it was the dog, it had to have been something else. But then I used the audio for a good month and felt like I was sleeping better, like things were changing. And it wasn't my first time having a hypnotherapy session. It was the first time I was in my own bed doing it right before, sleep time. So it was good. Your voice was very soothing. And it was just very relaxing. So, whether Kona got kennel trained from your voice or from the audio, who knows, but it worked well because she's never had an accident in there and things were
amazing. It's quite amazing.
So that was the little side effect of, having a dog, but Sean also felt like relaxed in the morning. When
I was going to say, how did the insomnia affect you?
Well, it was bad because, when you don't sleep properly, you can't think properly and you can't function properly. And after so many days of that happening, it's not a good thing for the body. And I've studied sleep. I had Hashimoto's and I healed my body right before, COVID and everything. So I was also doing that and I didn't want to get sick again. So that was a little bit of a fear in my head too. So I had a lot of stuff.
Were you having difficulty getting to sleep or were you waking up in the night?
It was waking up. It was not really so much going to sleep, but it was waking up in the middle of the night, anywhere between 12 midnight and 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I would end up just staying up, and I do a practice called Jinshin Jitsu. So I would just stay in bed and do that practice. And that would also help because I'm not into electronics in the middle of the night, like to pull out your audio again just to get it. No,
we had some sessions during the day as well, didn't we? Not just listening to the audio at night. So can you just let the audience know a little bit about how they felt for you?
Yeah, so I remember one session you had where you said, bring a problem or something that you want some clarification to. And I think at the time I was working on an outline. It might have been my book. I'm not quite sure. The last three parts of my book. And I brought that into the session and I think it was only maybe 10, 15 minutes long. But by the time I came out of it, I had like an idea and I started journaling and writing down a bunch of things and it really helped. So I think there was another time where I think it was just general relaxation. And I really felt like I needed that for that period of time, for that day, whatever time it was, because of too much computer time or just a phone call or something that just took me off my normal vibration, basically.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I've appreciated our friendship through COVID as well. It's been a difficult time for everybody, and really happy that we connected so well.
Yeah.
So after the sessions, how would you say that you feel now? I know that you practice your Jinsen Jitsu as well, but from the actual relaxation sessions, what would you say, how they helped you?
Yeah, I think it just further put a better baseline to my daily go about. When I had a good night's sleep, and I did use the hypno at night, because sleep is so important. It's the only time our body can recover, and not wanting to get sick again, it was really important that I not only go to sleep, but stay sleeping as well. So I felt like it was a cumulative effect. So the more often I use the audio, it helped last longer. And so I might not use it for a week or two after a month. And then I might go back to it for a couple of days just to get, kind of like a tune-up, or just
Exactly. Tune up or a top up. Yes.
Yeah.
So I hope I know the answer to this, Bridget. Would you recommend people to work with me, and why?
Absolutely. Well, you have a very unique voice, a very soothing voice when you do the audio. So that was very unique, because I've had hypnotherapy, in the past, but your voice is the main attraction that I have. But also, I think it's because you come from the heart, like me. It's not about the money. It's not getting about the dollars in your bank account. It's about helping people. And you suffered through your own, traumas and dramas that you went through, as well as I have. And when you find something that works, all you want to do is share it with other people because it worked for you. You have to try something.
Both believe in the positive mindset, don't we? And starts with that.
Yeah, I think we're old enough to understand and have a little bit of wisdom inside of us to know, you got to try something.
Well, I'm really happy that you tried my method, and just look forward to carrying on this journey, through this entrepreneurial journey that we're on. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
And cheers to Tony.
Yes.
Indeed. Thank you.